Hello and welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. If you're new here, my name is Elena. I'm the homeschooling mama to 3 kiddos that I'm sure you can hear in the background. Here on the channel, we talk about everything from homeschooling to homemaking, all the things in between. Let me see if I can shut the door so it's a smidge quieter, but I can't promise anything. Okay, hopefully the light is okay also because it is a rainy day here. So between the kiddos and the rain, it's a great time to film. We're gonna get ready, get our monthly setup going here. For March, I printed out a monthly setup because this is the year of making it do with our planner supplies. And I also did that last year. So far, we are at $0 spent in planner supplies, which is great. I think that's right. I don't think I spent anything setting up my new planner. Wow, I think so. So we're making do with what we have. That's the theme for this month, as well as, well, for this year really, and for last year. Last year I did purchase a couple of things, but this year so far we're at $0 spend. I know that everybody is probably watching their budget a little more closely, and this started because we wanted to get some stuff, oh my goodness. Not only am I having trouble with the washi, but with my words as well. Try to get a little bit of our savings a little more juiced up, a little more in the savings really. So that portion is not going so well, but we have high hopes. Yes. My kiddos have started to realize that I'm trying to get my planner supplies like at the desk and neat and tidy, and so they have helped themselves to things, and I have to constantly be like, did you put that back though? Because that doesn't always happen. Do we want to put it? Why not? Because we're just using it up. Let's put some on the bottom too. But maybe this time let's not try to be so perfect, because that just takes up too much time. My kids are, I try to film during their free time, so they are playing video games right now, and are your kids this way? They are so loud when they're playing video games. And it's funny because I'm like, why? Oh my gosh, we are so worked up about this. Should we be playing it? Look at, talking about my kiddos and pulled up the paper. It's all right. It'll still work. That I'm laughing because I can hear them screaming at their characters on the game. I played video games as a child, but not to this level. I was not a big gamer, and I realized that the games my kids are playing now and the games that I played, totally different, but I don't remember yelling this much at the TV when we played, but maybe I did, and maybe my memory is like selective memory. Okay, enough video games. For March, I'm just gonna put down I'm gonna look for some stickers for this. Okay, I grabbed the Wrong Seasonal in the mini, and then also, this is one of my favorites, the Faith. Both of these are really old. Again, we're just using up what we have in the stash, in our planner stash. But this one I think has, yep, some like spring type stuff. So I thought maybe there might be something in here we could use. When is the first day of spring? Okay, so the first day of spring is going to be in March. Yay! Not that that's magically going to change my weather, but something to look forward to, right? I believe it is March 20th, so I'm ready for warmer weather. I'm sure many, many of us are. Life is so lovely. Spring is in the air. It's not exactly very straight, but using up the stuff. Let's see what else we have here. I don't usually put too much on my monthlies. I'm gonna check to make sure I don't have anything on my phone, like future appointments in there, and see if we need to add that in. But that's kind of, I think, the gist of it. Oh, there is daylight savings happening this month too, which I am looking forward to. Even though we, I guess, kind of lose an hour, but sunshine, longer days. I am looking forward to that. So let's see if they have a little something small I can put here. I got this book of stickers mostly from the Candy Girl Designs shop. Unfortunately, I mentioned before, she's no longer making stickers, but I have a lot in there, and then from some other shops over the years that I collected. So we have a couple birthdays this month that I think I'm going to put down stickers for. Oh, my desk is getting so messy. It really needs to be cleaned up, but not at the moment. Do you get as messy when you are planning or doing a project? Like, it just feels like I have a hard time keeping the creativity to one spot or tidying up after it. Okay, so that's where I'm gonna set our month, like as far as decoration goes. Last month when I set up the planner for February, I put in our goals on this sheet here. That's what that sticky note was. I put in my monthly goals here, but I found that I wasn't really looking at it. I looked at it occasionally, but not as often as I wanted. So I think I'm just gonna leave that blank. And here is where I'll mark in. Here's where I'll mark in the goals for the month. So I like to set monthly goals, and then I set yearly goals. This year was really like soft fluid goals is what I was calling it, because I think that's just what we needed. And then I go in and break it down monthly and try to do bite-sized chunks that way. So for the month of March, let's go ahead and use the rest of these little 4-leaf clovers to remind myself of the goals that I set. When you don't use your stickers, see, it's like so hard to pull them up. Oh, I know you heard my kiddos. They're fine. They're just being kids. Oh, perfect. And I set it in 4 different areas. Usually I do 5, but this month I just did 4. So that'll work out great, because that's what we have left here. I know this down here says goals, but I'm going to use this as more of monthly to-do list. So things that I want to get done at some point this month, like tidying a certain area, but I don't have a specific day or week that I want to get that done. So I think that's what I'm going to use it, kind of a monthly brain dump. The thing that did work though last month, I almost said last year, last month that I did with this page is adding in spot to track our bills. So I just separated this out a little. And yep, I'm just using the Post-it note to make the lines here. I just want to get it in here. We're really working on functional. There we go. So I had the due date here, and then the bill name. So rent, water, gas, electricity, that's what is going to go here, and then the amount and if we paid it. And that helped to make sure, did I get that paid off this month, or do we still have that and I need to get it done? So that's what I'm going to put here. I kind of like it. And then of course next month it's going to change because we're using up what we have. And next month I have this sheet, but it's okay. When we get there, we'll get there. One step at a time. Actually, let's get the first week prepped as well. man, I feel like we're just flying through, but when I go through to edit this, what I feel like is that even 10 minutes, or it's going to be a super short video. It turns out to be like almost 20 minutes. So hopefully it's chugging right along for you as well. Okay, we got it done, dated. I pulled out this Essential Planning as well as this Disney Princess Happy Planner. I haven't used this nearly enough, and I don't know, I thought, why not? Let's pull it out. Let's go with Snow White. She's kind of giving the same profile in every picture. So it's hard, like she's always looking the same direction. So here it's hard. I wanted to put something looking this way to bring the page along that way, but that must be her best side because she's looking the same way in almost everyone here. So let's keep going. Let's see what else we could do here. That will do it. That felt like a fast setup to me, but again, when we go to edit it, I don't know if it will be. So for my monthly reset in my planner this month, it was fairly simple. I just went in and decorated the monthly view. I added just a couple of things that I want to keep: birthdays, St. Patrick's Day, daylight savings. I think I will add like the first day of spring, just so I can let the kiddos know, maybe we can do something special that day to celebrate. I set up the monthly, I guess, recap type page here. I added the bills in, so kind of have a checklist of what's going on. Here's where I'm going to put my 4 major goals. And then the rest of it kind of down here, I'm actually going to use it as a brain dump. So I liked having a place in my other planner, the last year's planner, of having a place dedicated to a monthly brain dump. And so I think that's what I'll use for here. Maybe what I will do is look for something to cover this up though. I don't have to, it's not that big a deal, but let's see if this one will not, oh, maybe. It says, if you stumble, just make it part of the dance. So we will use that for part of our brain dump. And then I don't have this many birthdays. I just don't in a month that I need to put it on here. And the birthdays go on the monthly one. So here I think we will just go ahead and actually, let's make it simple and not look for a sticker. We will just do a little whiteout. And that way I can just make my own headings if I want to, or like I said, just use these areas for different brain dump things that I want to put in for the month. I always try to get that first week set up and ready to roll into. We have some appointments that are not yet finite. I still will figure it out soon, hopefully, so that I can plug them in. But she's cute. It's always a little bit of a mix of stickers that we're using here, but we're all set for the month of March, that's where I'm gonna just kind of set myself up in this planner and get it going. I'm still trying to find my groove in here, but thanks so much for hanging out with me and sticking through it with me as I figure out the best way to use this planner for myself. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. And as always, if you don't know, or you just need to be reminded, may be the one to tell you you are deeply and truly loved and so, so appreciated. Honestly, I really appreciate you taking your time out, spending it here with me, and allowing me to do this alongside you. Thanks so much for watching.